Poseidon and the giant Polybotes. Once upon a time, in the mythical age of gods and giants, the cosmos was embroiled in a cataclysmic struggle known as the Gigantomachy. This epic conflict pitted the Olympian gods against the fearsome giants, beings born of Gaia, the earth, who sought to overthrow the heavenly order. Among these giants was Polybotes, a formidable adversary who harbored a deep and abiding hatred for Poseidon, the mighty god of the sea. Polybotes, towering and fierce, was a giant of immense power. His body was as rugged as the mountains, and his strength could shatter stone. Driven by an insatiable desire to conquer the gods, he was particularly fixated on Poseidon, whose dominion over the seas irked him greatly. The giants, believing that their brute strength and sheer numbers could overwhelm the gods, launched an all-out assault on Mount Olympus, triggering a war that shook the very foundations. The battlefields of the Gigantomachy were vast and varied, stretching from the peaks of Olympus to the depths of the seas. Poseidon, armed with his trident, stood as a bulwark against the onslaught of the giants. His control over the oceans and all aquatic life gave him a unique advantage, allowing him to summon tidal waves and storms to thwart his enemies. Polybotes, however, was not easily deterred. With each clash, he grew bolder, his hatred for Poseidon fueling his relentless attacks. Their encounters were titanic, each blow reverberating through the land and sea. Polybotes hurled massive boulders and uprooted mountains, seeking to crush Poseidon beneath their weight. But Poseidon, with the agility of the ocean and the strength of a god, deflected these attacks with his trident, shattering rocks and summoning walls of water to shield himself. The battle between Poseidon and Polybotes raged on, a tumultuous dance of power and fury. The earth quaked with each clash, and the seas roared in response. Poseidon's mastery over the aquatic realm allowed him to exploit the terrain to his advantage. He summoned whirlpools to ensnare Polybotes, and waves to buffet him, but the giant's resilience was extraordinary. Polybotes seemed almost unstoppable, driven by a primal fury and the belief that he could dethrone the gods. Poseidon, recognizing the need for a decisive end, devised a cunning strategy. He lured Polybotes across the Aegean Sea, away from the main theaters of war, to the island of Kos. Here, amidst the rugged landscapes and the roiling sea, Poseidon prepared for a final confrontation. The island's terrain would serve as the perfect stage for his plan. As Polybotes set foot on the island, Poseidon unleashed the full fury of the sea. Waves surged with unprecedented force, crashing against the shore and flooding the land. Polybotes, undeterred, waded through the deluge, his eyes fixed on Poseidon. The sea god, standing resolute with his trident aloft, summoned a colossal wave, higher and more powerful than any before. It crashed down upon Polybotes, momentarily staggering the giant. In that crucial moment, Poseidon seized the opportunity. With a surge of divine strength, he tore off a massive piece of the island, an act that would be impossible for any mortal. This enormous chunk of earth and rock, infused with Poseidon's power, was hurled at Polybotes with unerring precision. The giant, already struggling against the onslaught of the wave, could not evade the titanic projectile. The massive rock collided. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey. If you enjoyed Poseidon's story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mythological adventures. Until next time, may friendship guide your path and courage light your way.